Hi guys, my name is Rohit and in this video we are gonna see how you can have inner section inside and another inner section. So if I go to this page here and you can see here I have an inner section, and now if I simply try to drag an inner section in between this column of inner section, you can see here it does not allow me to have an inner section inside an inner section. So if I paste it here, it will be shown something like this, one after another, but not the case that we have the inner section inside the column of the previous inner section. So what does it does? If you have your inner section inside an inner section, so you can give rise to a complex design like this. So you can see here we have different small images here, we have text over here, dividers. These all images are separated from each other and you can give rise to such complex designs if you learn how you can have an inner section inside an inner section. So let's move further in this video and learn how you can have an inner section inside an inner section. So what we are gonna do here, we are gonna make this design from scratch. So first thing what you need to do, you need to add a section. I'm going with this one. And then what you need to do, you need to go to this part here, select this column and give it the width of 40. Now add an inner section here, and now what we want to have another inner section here as well, so that we can have these two images side by side. But now if I insert an inner section here, you can see it's not allowing me to have an inner section inside this column. So in order to have an inner section here, what we can do, we can just go to this part here, this column, and if I copy this column here is the parent column of this inner section. You can see here our inner section is inside this column. So Elementor allows us to copy the content inside a parent column. So if I copy this entire column from here and I paste it here, you can see our inner section is also copied with this entire column. So let me delete the extra one, and now we have an inner section here inside this column of inner section. Now what we can do, we can copy this entire column from here and I can simply paste this here. Let me delete extra column from here, and you can see we have this column. And now if I go to its content width, let me make it 40 again, it's showing something like this. I'm assuming that you already know how you can add few things like this countdown here, this headline, this text and this call to action. So I'm not going with this part here. I'm just simply showing you how you can have an inner section inside an inner section and what all the things that you can do with these inner section. Now if I go to this part here and search for image, you can have this image cursor, and if I simply paste it inside this box, you can add few images here as well. So if I go to my media library, I have few images here. Let's suppose this one, and if I insert it here, it will be shown something like this. But now what I want to show this images like this. So what you can do here, you can just go to image size, make it full, and then slides to show. I want only one image to show at a time. Image stretch, yes, I want to stretch the image as well. And navigation, I don't want to show anything here. So now it's good. Now what we have these two images here. So what we can do, we can insert these two images in these columns of this inner section. So in order to insert image, what we can do, we can have an image widget and we can simply paste that image widget here and here as well. Now select the image that you want. So let me just see what I have chosen. So if I go to my media library again and I select this image for here, and then I can select a different image for here as well. Let's suppose I want to have an image, this one here, so you can have an image like this. Now what we want to have an image here, or rather we want to have an image cursor here. So what we can do, we can just simply type here image and you will have an image cursor. Drag it below these two and just select those images that you want. Like I want first image to be this one here, and then what I want my second image to be this one. And now if I click on insert images, it will be displayed like this, but I don't want them to display like this. Rather what I want to have them as a full width. And now slides to show, set it to 1. Image stretch, yes. Navigation, I don't want to show anything here, so it will be shown something like this. Now what we have, if I scroll down, we can see we have an image here as well. So if I go to this part here and select the image widget, drop it below this and select the image from my media library. I drag it down and I select that image, and now I have an image like this. So now we have all of our images at one place, and one thing remaining here is to change their dimensions and size so that they fit together closely. So what we can do, we can go to this part here, and or rather what we can do, we can go to this part here and we can choose column gaps in layout. Currently it's on default, set it to no gap. And then if I select this intersection here, column gaps again, no gap, and we are all set to go. Now what we want to dismiss this gap from below as well. So what we can do, we can decrease its height. So if I click here, and currently you can see here image size, it's set on full, and if I click here on this image, you can see its dimension is 1920 by 1100 pixels. So if I go to this part here again, image size, and if I go to custom, I can set it width to 1920 because I want to have its height to be different. So I can set it height to 1000 for now, and let's see what happens if I apply these changes. You can see we have a little gap here also, so we can decrease its height. If I change it to 950, you can see here our image is now fit to this box. Now what we want to change its height as well, this image. So if I go to custom again and 1920 width by, let's suppose I want here 900, and if I click on apply, you can see here this image is now showing something like this. And now let's make it 800 for now and see what happens. Now this image is a little bit smaller. If I click here and see for its dimension, I have chosen here 600. So if I make this image height also 600, so it will be shown exactly that we have at the bottom. What I want to have a little gap from the top as well. So if I select this entire section and if I go to advanced, let me just dislink the value and increase the top margin by 10. So if I see my website, it will be shown something like this. And look at here how beautiful they are looking, and we are all set for now. Now you can see here we have a small white line, which means that our image height is now smaller. So we can also fix this. If I click over this image, I can change its dimension from 950 to 960, and if I apply this and I see my website again, you can see here all the white lines are now gone and all the images are now attached to each other and stick with each other. So this is what you can achieve through intersections inside an intersection and make your WordPress website more beautiful and appealing. So that's it for now. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming awesome WordPress related content.